Wait, so how have you been surviving El Paso?
Well, now that we finally convinced my mother that we can actually leave the house and go walk around, it's great.
Oh, was she scared to like leave the house?
No, she's scared that for us to leave the house. She was just like, you guys are gonna go out there for walks all by yourselves, social distancing, and you're gonna come back with the virus or the AIDS. Now she's like, okay, you can go outside and go walk around, but you have to wear a mask the entire time.
Does it feel like you're 8 again?
Oh God, you know what? I did not picture this of like when I decided to come back home.
Right.
To spend this year, that I would just go back to being like an adolescent, but apparently I am.
No, here's the thing. When minority mothers see freaky shit like this and there's some sort of God element to it, because, you know, the world is ending, obviously, every time, Y2K, the Mayan calendar, all of that shit. But every time they get crazy, they finally treat us, like the minority kids, the way white people treat their kids.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Don't worry, be safe. I love you. You've never said that to me ever,
I am
bitch.
the boy in the bubble. I am the boy in the bubble right now. And I'm like, I want to go outside and play, but I can't.
Right? You're John Travolta.
I'm John Travolta. Oh, nice. I am John Travolta. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, you're like Boogie Nights John Travolta. Before he got all weird in Scientology.
Okay. That is a great John Travolta. John Travolta was a very attractive man. You know, I don't even argue, like, John Travolta in, like, Look Who's Talking was a great John Travolta.
Fuck that shit. John Travolta in Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah, you gotta go in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Up your house. He was the same guy in Grease.
Yeah, you want the same guy in Grease. Yeah. Was Grease the apex of, like, John Travolta?
Ooh, was it? Or was it Boogie Nights?
Ooh.
Or was it Look Who's Talking?
No, Boogie Nights.
Look Who's Talking now. Now guess who's talking? This other thing's talking. That's the fourth one.
Or Face Off. Face Off was great.
I forgot about Face Off. That was
Face Off Travolta was great Travolta.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It was peak stereotype Travolta.
Oh, I could eat a peach for hours. Get the fuck out of here, John.
It was the greatest of Nicolas Cage and the greatest of John Travolta together. And the best part about it was, like, when the other one kept trying to do, when John Travolta kept being Nick Cage and trying to do Nick Cage mannerisms and stuff like that.
Oh, my God.
It was so great.
It was. I feel like Face Off did not make its comeback debut.
No,
like
first of all, Face Off is an absurd premise. The part that's so absurd is that, like...
I want to take his face off.
That part's badass. But here's what always ruins it for me is that, like, when Nicolas Cage is in jail and then he meets his little brother and then he's just talking and then the little brother is automatically suspicious.
Yeah. As he should be.
As he should be?
Yeah. My brother's Nick Cage. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. What's happening?
Oh.
Does Mom know? Does Uncle Coppola know what's going on right now?
I'm just saying, like, I've never, like, if my brother starts acting a little bit strange, but looks exactly like my brother, I'm just going to assume my brother's just acting weird. I'm not going to act like it's somebody else.
That means you're not that close to your brother.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you?
That's what movies tell us.
Do you know? No.
Movies tell us that you're supposed to, like, just see somebody that you really give a fuck about and be like, oh, something's wrong. We're
so
best
Leo's
friends.
about to join us right now. Are you going to assume it's the real Leo or maybe some fake one?
Fake one.
Really?
Uh-huh.
It's a Russian bot?
Yep.
Wow. The Russians have been hearing all the shit we've been talking. And now they're just going to come out of here.
They're wasting their fucking time. Good for them. They've got better things to do, all right? They've got elections to rig. They got coronavirus to spread around or whatever the rumor is now. I don't even know.
Whatever Fox News agenda they have. day today?
Fuck. I just kind of fucked around on GIMP today.
Oh yeah, it just being like, okay, how can I make this more creepy?
Yeah.
Or how can I put more sparkles on Omar? Does he like? Can I put glitter gifs in here? Can I put glitter gifs? Let me know. Yeah, that's
if I can do glitter gifs, it's fucking over, man. It's happening, and that's all we're doing.
All our things are just nothing but glitter gifs.
They're
that's
old
all
ones.
It is.
They're fucking MySpace era glitter gifs, which I shouldn't have to specify. That's the only era of glitter gifs.
Yeah, I know. The only era. No, that is the golden era of glitter gifs, right? That's where it is in MySpace profiles of you just logging in and just getting completely lost in somebody's page. Like I literally would log on the pages and it was like you get on there and you'd be like, am I in space?
What the fuck happened? What is this eerie music that they have to play?
Exactly. Like it's so emo. Everything. Oh man.
Oh man.
God.
That's.
Although I'm not gonna lie to you, like the one good thing about MySpace profiles is that you learn like HTML.
Mm-hmm. That was fun. Yeah.
You had to learn that in order for you to adjust your pages.
Well, I mean, there was that drag and drop feature on there, or the field.
Did it ever work?
No, they were fine. It was a lot like Facebook now, where it just fill in this box or whatever. But
that's true.
yeah, there was that additional developer mode option or whatever, right? Like if you went into settings, then you could fuck with the HTML, and they had a bunch of templates that were pre-made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of pre-made, a lot of basics had it that way.
Yeah, I remember because I didn't make a lot of people friends at that age.
This is back when you could properly rank your friends. That was like the I think it was like the Gen Millennial speed dial back in the day. They got your top friends.
Oh,
and you could replace who you want in order.
That's right. They had the top 6, and then the top 8, and then the top 12, and you couldn't see half the 12, and it's like, what the fuck is the point of this?
Exactly. It was the speed dial of ranking system and everything. And I remember Seinfeld making a big deal about speed dials.
Oh, dude, people legit got mad if they weren't in your top whatever.
I don't know. Nowadays, I don't even think what is the ranking system now? How do we rank our friends now?
I don't ghost you.
Do we base it entirely on Instagram views? Do we how many people are being followed? Do you get a blue check mark? Does that make you an important person?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it validates you.
It validates you. You have a check mark. But here's the thing that's always crazy about those check marks. I've seen people with 1,000 followers on Twitter with check marks.
Uh-huh.
And there's a part of me thinking, that's bullshit.
Who did you pay? I'm sure there's a process you have to jump through, and you did it.
Blow? Is all I want to know.
Yeah.
Did you blow the Twitter bird? Is that what I have to do? I have to suck a Twitter bird's dick to get a blue check mark?
Yeah, dude. They live somewhere near Silicon Valley, and they blew a guy that's in charge of the blue check marks.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for establishing it's a person. Because I was just thinking I'd just go down to San Francisco. I'd just be like, all right, I go talk to a bird. Which one of you birds I have to blow for me to get a blue check mark on Twitter? And it's just me. It's a movie. I just start blowing different types of birds until I get to the actual main bird that gives me the blue check mark. Mm-hmm.
That's so complicated.
No, that's just every porno. That's just the basic porno right there. The whole social media things, rankings, that's the problem. Now we're putting status with the sucks. It used to just be how much money you had. Now it's how many followers, how much influence you actually have with people. I don't know. I've actually legit thought about you know what? I could just pay for to make it just seem like that, just to fake that number.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I mean you can buy
Russian bots.
Yeah, you can buy fake followers. That's always an option.
There's nothing wrong with that. We just inflate our numbers just so we can sell to advertisers and be like, hey, look at all the people that follow us. But yet you gained all of this freaking traction. You gained all this freaking masses of social media.
Right.
From fake numbers.
Right. I mean, at the end of it, but I mean, numbers is what we use, right, to prove our points.
Exactly.
So it's I'm playing the game you set up.
No, that is true. There is a thing of like men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. But now there's a thing of like men lie, women lie, and numbers especially lie to whatever narrative you want.
Well, I mean,
and everything.
The numbers are only as good as a person giving them to you. You know?
Exactly. For the longest time, everybody like I knew for like a few days was just like, see, China put all these implications and everything, and now they don't have the coronavirus, but they have way more people. And us, the United States, we have all of the freaking coronavirus now, and we're doing a horrible job. Whereas we're releasing our numbers and we're testing a fuckload more people than they are.
Yeah.
And everything. So obviously our denominator's gone up. So obviously our numerator's going to go up too.
Right.
So, but here's the thing though. Like I said, I don't even know if our numbers are bullshit. I'm pretty sure our numbers are bullshit too. Everybody's bullshitting.
I think there's like this weird fine line between we're really fucked and just chill the fuck out.
We don't know if we're doing too much, if we're in mass hysteria, or if we're doing just right, or maybe we're not doing enough. Like there's no actual honesty. Like anybody knows exactly what we're doing.
Well, I think it's something to just take seriously, but don't freak out about. Like, you know?
Yeah, you tell yourself that, but it's one of those things where, like, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen 10 days from now, or, like, 15 days from now, or maybe at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's, like, finally we're going to get the stats back.
Well,
we're going to have, like, a bigger case study. And then once we find out the actual deaths compared to everybody getting sick and everything,
right.
I just think people are going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we're just going to go outside. I don't care. I'm not going to die from this shit. Like, we're not going to kill our economy because of this. Now, I think people have that mentality. And to say, fuck it, I'm going right to work.
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I hope there's chaos. I cannot wait to see that bullshit fucking
100%.
fall to the ground. I want to see it fall.
Finally, I want to see Rome fall. Now, I'm pretty sure there were Romans that, like, 100%, you know what? Fuck seeing it. Like, I just want to see, I want to see this burn to the ground.
You know, I'm not a troll, but there's something about...
I have troll tendencies.
Yeah, it's just something about seeing chaos unfold in front of you where you're just like, oh my god, just what else do you have in store? I'm so scared, but I want to see
not
more.
Hang out at 6th Street?
I have.
I see some crazy shit go down on 6th Street.
I don't know, it's always like some drunk asshole. And they're fun,
well,
they're
what
funny.
do you think chaos is? Drunk assholes doing asshole things.
No, but this is like a different form of chaos. This is like a different level of chaos, you know?
Okay.
Like, dude, financial shit's gonna be fucked up. People's income is up in the air. People's health is up in the air. When we're gonna get back to quote-unquote normal, will we ever get back to normal? I'm really high right now, so I've got a lot of questions.
No, and you're perfectly... And those are actual questions.
This is like a crazy chaos, you know? This isn't just, oh, look, some people got drunk and got into a fight over some set of tits. Blah.
I think that would be pretty fucking cool and everything. Although, I'm not gonna lie to you, like... Have you ever, like, hung out with some, like, soldiers that have been in actual, like, war zones?
I knew a guy that had real bad PTSD. Like, I was scared to move around him. Like, everything triggered him.
We had a guy, back when I was doing dishes in Jackson's. Like I said, he just came back from the war. Literally, like, that Friday, he just landed from Iraq. That Sunday, he was working as a busboy with me.
Wow.
And... we closed down the restaurant early. So my boss offered me, like, hey, do you want to just do some extra time? And you just tear down the walls behind, like, the grills and everything, and, like, here's some spray cans. And all you have to do is just kill all the bugs that, like, fall from the wall and just spray it on there. We just chipped away on behind the grill. And then as soon as we burned the grill, like, the walls disintegrated, and all of these bugs just started raining out there. And me and this guy were just, like, trying to spray as much poison as we can on these bugs. But as we're just spraying, I could see the intensity in his eyes where, like, he was literally reliving, like, a conflict in Iraq. And it was just, like, he was taking it back to this place, and he was so fucking angry and jaded. He used all the poison we had on this one little fucking spot.
Damn.
Yeah. But it was intense, though. Like, it was literally, like, all of these bugs just, like, falling down, and he was just spraying everywhere. And it was just, like... I just saw, like, I saw the gleam, like, in his eyes. He was like he was gone. Like, he wasn't present with me at all. He was in some other time in his period in his life, and you could tell that he was just super traumatized.
Right.
And he doesn't know how to deal with it.
Shit.
It's intense, man. Like the actual. It's fun when we say like we want chaos, we want destruction, we want all this craziness, but when you're actually there in the middle of like some crazy ass shit, you're just like, oh, fuck, and you get some severe PTSD.
Yeah.
And everything like that. Like when I used to live in Juarez, when I used to live in El Paso, and we would go to Juarez in 2008 when we had like the height of like the massacres and everything, where it was like really not safe to be anywhere in Juarez. Like I remember, like I said, driving down. I had a girlfriend in Mexico, and I would go down to a thing. Like I would go to the Paso del Norte highway, and I just figured like, oh, it's just an easy route there and back and everything. And I remember one time I left like really early in the morning, like around 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to get home before my mom wakes up. I was just driving by, and all of a sudden, like you just see like under one of these bridges, like rope with a guy tied with a rope around this thing. He had like with his head missing, and like a message on his chest that like just saying like, "Don't fuck with this cabrón," and stuff like that, just hanging from a fucking bridge.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you're just like, I'm just driving under it. I'm like, holy shit. They had literally just put that fresh body up there. When I got home, I remember, like, I turned on the TV. I think, like, I got home, it was like an hour later, and then my dad was watching Canal 99, Channel 99. And that's the Mexican newsfeed channel that you get from here. And what's crazy about that one is that Mexican news feeds are uncensored. So they show you every fucking thing.
Fuck.
They show you bodies. When the El Paso shooting came out and everything, they were showing like people's bodies, like half of their face blown off and everything like that.
Fuck.
on the news media, because that's how Mexico rolls. We treat death as like one of those things where it's like it just happens. It's not like it's special. It's like as Americans take it.
Yeah, but I feel like the culture in Mexico, they're not as afraid of death as we are. Like, we keep it at arm's length in America, the whole concept of death. But
like it's there. We act like it's not there, but it is there.
Yeah, and it's like the most absolute painful thing. Like, people cannot move on for the rest of their lives about it. And it's like, I don't know.
In Mexico, like with our funerals, we'll you lower the body, but everybody digs the person. Like they'll take a little bit of the pile of dirt and just start throwing in there, and they'll bury. Everybody has a turn to like burying.
Yeah.
Whoever is being buried.
Yeah. That's like, I've seen that tradition in a bunch of places, or like they'll put flowers or whatever, like everybody puts flower, I don't know, but.
Yeah, but it's 100%, we're just signifies like, this person's dead. Okay. Like, it's sad. It's sad we're not going to be there anymore, but it's like everybody moves on.
Yeah. But like,
eventually.
But I think we don't handle death anymore here. You know, like, there was
we still fake it.
Well, no, there was a period, like, death scares the shit out of us. And I don't understand it.
Oh, you don't understand? It's the ultimate uncertainty. You're right. This uncertainty that we're going to is probably the closest of how we're going to feel in death. It's going to be like, because like when you die, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Now we're living in a period of like, we don't know what's going to happen in a week or a half from now.
Yeah. I mean,
like right now, El Paso just closed all the parks and all like the recreational areas in the city.
Yeah.
They also put an ordinance where if you come from anywhere from 100 miles outside of the city into El Paso, you have to self-quarantine for 14 days, even if you're driving.
Yeah, fair.
And then and right now, there is an order where it's like, the police is pretty much like, if you walk down the street and you're not 10 feet away from each other, they're going to harass you and ask you why.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait, are they going to harass me up close, or would they harass me from at least 10 feet away?
No, they're just going to put your sirens on, and they're going to arrest you for being too hot. That's
really? That's like... See, I never got that. That's like the cop speeding to catch up to me. You know?
Exactly.
Come on, dude. We're both... You know what? We're both fucking up right now. How about we both simmer down and walk our own ways?
Excuse me, man. You know why I pulled you over? It's because you don't have my number. That's what it is.
Looks like you had to break a law to get here, sir. Why don't we call it Squaresies and I'll go the fuck home.
Can I say something? Looks like your tail lights out. There's only one way to fix it. Zip. And that's what happened.
Oh no.
Hey, it can't be all rosy. They're not all good guys. I'm going to tell you that right now.
That's not a good way to fix a taillight. You know? Put an AutoZone.
They're cops. They're not mechanics.
Thank you for listening to the All Regerts podcast with Sam Narani and Omar Gonzalez. Remember this, just because you have regrets doesn't mean you cannot live life as if you have no regrets. Have a wonderful day.